All right, so it's literally like the first day that I'm home from the vacation. The vacation was great. It really was great. There's a lot that I'll be sharing with you guys about that soon. But more pressing is what we're getting ready to go do today. And there's no easy way to share with you what I'm getting ready to share with you. I'm just going to tell you, this is no clickbait. This is absolutely as real as it gets. It was while I was on vacation that Jellicoe gave me a call. It was like 10:30 at night. What day was it that you called me?
Day before yesterday, so today is
Friday. So Wednesday. So anyways, it was on Wednesday, 10:45 at night. I get a text from Jellicoe saying that there's been an accident involving somebody that we've been renting to own a moped to. And not only is the moped probably pretty messed up, that's the least of our concerns right now. The individual who was riding the moped got pretty messed up as well. And who we're talking about is Juman. I've talked with him quite a bit since the accident. I've got no idea what he's gonna look like. I know what he told me his injuries were: 2 broken ribs. He got sideswiped by a car. That's about the extent of what I know. And right now we're getting ready to load up, go see Juman, go pick the moped up, and just see how this guy is doing. That's really all I can say about this. So I know a lot of people said, you know, you got to be careful with these mopeds. It's more important to be careful around the cars that you're driving around. You have to be defensive while driving a moped. According to Juman, that's exactly what he was. This car hit him. And I guess the most important thing to say right now, forget the condition of the moped. The fact that this man is alive and didn't get killed in this is the absolute most important thing right now. Jellicoe, what are your thoughts on all of this?
Well, we try to do everything the right way, man. You know, we let him ride it. We give him a little test run. You know, and the thing is, you have to be real defensive. A lot of people are worried about how they are driving. It's not about them, and you really have to be mindful of other people. I know a lot of people who ride motorcycles, and they have the same problem in this city in particular, man. They don't pay no mind to anybody except themselves, man.
You're talking about the drivers.
Yeah, the drivers, and they don't look. They're playing on their phones. It's just dangerous, man. Just dangerous. And it just so happened the area he was in is, I think it's 45 miles an hour.
And it was a lot of traffic at that.
So when I got the phone call, man, you should have heard his voice, man. And then I had to call you. I didn't want to do that either, but I mean, he's safe. That's what's important, you know.
Supposedly, not even supposedly, what is known is that Juman was getting off of work. He was on his way home after work when this accident took place. And to think that this man just came home from prison, this man just got a job, just got this transportation, and then this happens. I mean, I honestly don't know what to say, you know? We're gonna go see him right now. We're gonna go get the moped, and this is an update that I never wanted to have to bring to you, but it is an update that I imagined, unfortunately, could be a very real possibility. And thank God that, you know, he's alive. We're about to be at Juman's sister's house. Juman isn't there. He's at his mother's house right now. Special shout out to Cody. Cody hasn't been with us in a while. But we got Cody. We're gonna take a left right here. And we got Jellicoe in the back going through notes. We're getting ready to go pick up the moped first, and then we're gonna go see Juman. I've got no idea what condition the moped's gonna be in right now. And again, like I said, that's the least of our concerns. I can imagine this thing is gonna be pretty beat up. But we're gonna pick it up. Hopefully it's salvageable, fixable, but we're about to see. I think we're taking on the left right here too, Cody. Jellicoe, what are your thoughts, man?
I'm just glad he's safe, man. I mean, I'm just glad he's safe, man. And hope he heals up soon and is back on his feet in no time.
You know, one thing that he shared with me, he told me that he had 2 broken ribs from this, and I imagined that he was going to be laid up for quite a while. Supposedly, the doctors told him he's only going to be laid up for a week. But, you know, who's to really say? It's just the craziest damn thing to think, the craziest damn thing to learn about. You know, Jellicoe shared that this was something he didn't even want to call and tell me about, but I'm very glad that he did. And I am very glad to hear that, you know, this situation isn't as bad as it could be. 2 broken ribs, yeah, that's horrible. But this man could have lost his life. And this accident was not his fault. It was because of somebody else who just wasn't paying attention. And we're gonna hear that story in just a minute. We're at Juman's sister's right now, and I can see the moped. I think she's already got it out. Well, it doesn't look as bad as I expected to see. It's missing a mirror. Yeah, look at the mirror. Man.
Look at that.
Here's his helmet where he hit. That helmet saved his damn life right there. Definitely some damage right here, you know, but
seems to just be more scratch wise.
he told me that the front brake got broke off. I mean, that thing got broke clean off. You know, and you can see some scratches down the side. I expected this thing to be absolutely destroyed. He said he rode this after the accident. I don't know if I've got a key that works for it or not. He's got a key. This might be this key or... Yeah, I got another key. All right. Let's go ahead and load her up. I mean, to think to get in as bad of an accident as he was in, I expected to see this thing in way worse condition. I guess we ain't got to worry about scratching it up. Look at that. That thing got laid down real good. I mean, all that wear and tear right there. You know, hopefully Juman's not looking, hopefully he's not looking too bad. All right, so we got the moped and we're almost at Juman's right now. He's waiting to see us. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the moped isn't as bad as I was expecting to see. When I heard how this accident took place, you know, I was expecting to see this thing totaled. And you know, from conversations that I've had with you, man, I even asked him, I said, you know, when you heal up, are you still gonna be wanting to ride a moped? And he said that he is, which is crazy to think that, you know, this could be enough to scare anybody. But this man still definitely wants this transportation. Is that, let's see some people over there. You got any idea where we're going, Jellicoe?
Well, he said out front, so I mean, there's plenty of...
Out front?
I mean, this is out front.
I think he's over there. I'm pretty sure that's it right there. Let's walk up there and see what we can see. There he is right there.
Huh.
Oh my God, man. You know, I would ask how you're doing, but it's pretty apparent how you're doing.
Yeah, man.
Lord, man, you okay?
Yeah. Can't raise this arm too tough.
You want to go sit down over here?
Yeah.
Well, we went and got the moped, and to be honest, it don't look as bad as you look. That's for damn sure. That's crazy, man.
She sideswiped me. She, you know, going up the bridge, you know, the moped loses the speed going up. She was just getting off work, you know, a little 19-year-old girl driving the car, and she tried to get around because I guess I was going too slow for her, and she didn't realize how close she was to me trying to get around me. Heard the back of her car. I seen the front of the car as it started to pass me, but she was just so close, she, you know, she hit me. You know, the back of the car hit me and just, you know, flipped me, man. I flipped in the air and the bike flipped, and you know, man, we flipped, me and the bike flipped about a good 20 feet, you know what I mean, before we actually stopped. All this, man, all this is scarred up, you know what I mean? You see meat, the white meat and all of those stuff from here. You know, I couldn't even bandage everything up, you know what I mean?
God bless it, man.
You know, all this, and my mama, I would take it off, but my mama just put this up there. She just rewrapped it. But then my leg, well, it's coming down. It's coming down right here, but you see it coming through the whatever, man. And I got two broke ribs right here. You know. There.
That's all they can do for that.
Yeah, that's all they can do for that.
This is what I want to say first and foremost. Like 10:45 at night, Jellicoe called me the other night. Didn't even call me, text me, and just said, Juman got in an accident. He broke
Right.
2 ribs. And then when I talked with you,
Right.
when did it happen?
It happened Tuesday evening about 5:30, 5:25.
And you were just getting off of work.
I was just getting off work, man. She said she was just getting off work herself. So I don't know if she felt like she was in a hurry or she was mad because I was just going too slow in front of her. She tried to get around me, man. You know what I mean? And just sped past me and just, I don't even think she would really realize what she was doing, man. And she just, the back of the car just hit me, you know. It was about 5:25 that evening, 5:30 or 5:25, Tuesday, you know. They kept me in the hospital overnight, you know, running x-rays and tests on me and everything. You know, Wednesday, I guess about 3-something Wednesday evening, you know, they went on and released me. She just came from behind me trying to get around me. On the bridge, man. Now who do that? Try to pass you on the bridge. You know what I mean?
Like, I don't even know what to say. I mean, just looking at you, it's evident that you got messed up really bad in this.
Right.
We've got the moped right now. I want to attempt to get the moped fixed. I believe that it's fixable in terms, I mean, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it did.
Yeah, because I still want it, man. You know what I mean? I still want it, you know what I mean? You know.
Well, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get it fixed, but obviously you're not in no hurry to get it back right now.
Right.
But it will be ready by the time you are ready. Let me ask you this. Like, what is your recovery time? Because when I hear broken ribs, I'm thinking, you know, you're going to be out for weeks.
You know, at the hospital, my doctor told me to say, stay out of work for about 2 weeks. You know what I mean? You know, she said, because I told her I was trying to go back to work yesterday. You know, I felt like I can still do a little something. Because you see me, I can walk a little teeny bit, but I just didn't want to lose that money, man. You know what I mean? They're working, you know. And I want to show Donnell, man, that I am willing to work, you know, even in my condition, man. You know, I just want that money. I need the money, you know. The doctors told me to stay out of work, so, you know, that's what I'm going to try to do, go ahead and stay out of work, you know, for about 2 weeks or whatever, man. Then, like I say, I talked to the lawyer, investigator. You know, he sent the investigator around here to talk to me yesterday, you know, to get all the information about the accident and everything. And he trying to get the police report and all those stuff, you know, to try to make her insurance pay for it, you know, pay for everything, you know. He say, you know, I will be compensated for my injuries and everything, you know.
You had just started working with Darnell.
I had just started working with Darnell, man. You know, everything was going beautiful, man. You know, he liked my work, you know, and I like working for him, you know. We got a good relationship with each other. I don't know, man, it's just this situation right here, the accident, man, just everything was just going good, man. And then, like I say, the girl, she said she won't but 19 years old, you know what I mean? So she ain't really all that equipped to be driving, you know what I mean? She probably just learned how to drive, you know.
You know, one thing that I want to talk about is what happened during the accident, because you told me about this, and this was crazy. And it was when you got hit and you went flipping through the air, she didn't even stop.
She didn't even stop. When she hit me and me and the bike flipped, you know, I flipped in the air, man, I kept, you know what I mean, man, you know, because I was trying to stop myself as I was flipping on the ground. And I flipped, I mean, the momentum, you know what I mean, because she came speeding past me. So the momentum of her hitting me, you know what I mean, just took me, man, it just took me about 20 feet, you know, and like I say, the bike flipped about 3 times itself, you know, and, you know, she kept going. All the other cars behind her, they stopped. Everybody on the bridge just stopped on both sides of the bridge, you know, and she, I guess she got off on on the nearest ramp, and then she left her car on the interstate, and then she ran back up on the other ramp, you know, and came back up and asked me, was I all right? You know, I told her, yeah, I guess I was just in shock. And she asked me if I wanted to call the ambulance, and I was like, nah, you know what I mean? I'm all right. But at the time, I didn't know how serious my ribs were. You know, I seen my arms and my legs scarred up, you know what I mean, real bad. But I was just like, I'm all right. But I wasn't thinking. You know, I guess, you know, like I say, the shock and everything, you know, because if I had been in my right state of mind, I probably would have just laid there and let the paramedics get me from right there. But I tried to get back on the scooter, in which I did. And I didn't want to come right here to my mama and worry her, because I got one of the mamas, man, that, man, she worried too much. She got bad nerves. So I tried to go to one of my aunt's house, but I couldn't make it there. So my aunt, I had another aunt that worked at a beauty salon right there inside that plaza off. So I went there, and I went in there and I told her to call the paramedics. You know, I just got hit by a car. You know, car ran me off the road. And they called the paramedics. They came, and they took me to Norfolk General Hospital. And that's where I seen the police. Police came. He took a statement, you know, from me, and I gave him her information, you know, that she gave me, which was her name and her phone number. So he called her and got her information, insurance company, and all of those stuff. So he's supposed to be sending me the report, his police report that he writing, but I guess it ain't complete yet, because the lawyer investigator called the station and tried to get the report, and they said it wasn't completed yet. You know, right now I'm just waiting on that, you know. But initially, when she came back to see if I was all right, you know, and I told her I was all right, she offered to pay for the damages, you know. She told me to let her know what the damages are on the scooter and everything. So when I got out the hospital and I asked her, I called her and asked her, was she still, you know, did the offer still stand for her to pay for it? And she changed her whole story up. She said she never offered to pay for the scooter or none of that, you know. So I think when she went home, she either talked to her you know, family members or friends or somebody, and somebody may have told her not to, you know, do that or not to say anything or whatever, because they were thinking about going, you know, me taking her to court. So she tried to keep herself out of, you know,
the responsibility. Right.
So she tried not to incriminate herself too much. I got a text from her when I was in the hospital speaking about, you know, she thankful that I'm not dealing with this situation in anger and all of this. So I'm saying, you know, if I had hit her, then she would have been the one in anger.
Yeah.
So why would she text me and tell me that I'm, you know, she thankful that I'm not dealing with this in anger?
You got any text from her saying that she's gonna cover the?
Nah, she changed it, but she changed her whole story. But the text itself, you know what I mean, says it all, that she admitted that she was in the wrong. Because if she wasn't in the wrong, why would she tell me she thankful that I'm not dealing with this out of anger?
Yeah.
You know, if I'm the one that hit her, or if I was in the wrong, why is she thankful that I'm not dealing with this in anger? Those are her words to me. So I think that she just maybe talked to somebody and they told her not to incriminate herself.
This situation could have been a hell of a lot worse, man.
It could have, man. You know, the doctors told me, the doctors and the police, you know, the police that was did the report off, they told me I was lucky to even be alive in that type of incident right there. So I thank God, you know, but that's all the doctors were saying, that it could have been a whole lot worse. You know, if I hadn't had the helmet on, They say it could have been a whole lot worse, man. Thanks to the helmet and the goggles, I don't have no head injuries, no back injuries, no neck injuries, no nothing, man. All I got is my arm scarred up real bad, you know, my leg and my 2 broke ribs, you know. And as far as my ribs go, they told me to just, for right now, they gave me a couple of breathing machines to help my lungs and my ribs so that I can take, because when I cough, when I sneeze, or I can't even blow my nose without my ribs hurting. So they told me to take a pillow and just hug a pillow in front of me. And as you see, I can't even lift my right arm without my ribs hurting. So man, it's just, you know, I'm thankful that I got my life, that I'm still living, you know, but man, it all just happened so fast, man. You know, it just, you know, I was on the scooter thinking about what I was gonna do, you know, once I got home, you know, what the rest of my day was gonna be like after I clean up, take my shower and everything. And next thing I know, man, I was flying through the air.
You know, I asked you this during one of the phone calls that me and you had, and I want to ask you again, because if it happened to me, there won't be no way I'd be getting back on a moped.
Hey man, it won't the moped fault, it won't my fault. It was this 19-year-old girl driving that car, just ain't know what she was doing. You know, won't nothing wrong with that moped, won't nothing wrong with me. You know, she just couldn't wait. I guess I was going too slow for her. And she tried to pass me and just didn't realize how close she was to me. You know, so, you know, I was all right on the moped. I was good, man. If I can get it, if it was working right now, I'd get on it in this condition I'm in now, because I don't have to do nothing but move the throttle and the brake. I would get on it right now and go around my aunt's house and get my clothes, man. It ain't in no shape. You know, it still move, it still rides and everything. It's just that the handlebars and the front tire or the axle or forks or whatever, it's out of line a little bit, and both of the mirrors, the left mirror, that's completely off now, and the right mirror, that's cracked. You know, the scooter itself is scarred all up, you know what I mean? So, you know, the front brake, that's broke off, you know. So man, it's, you know, it ain't in no shape legally to be driving or to be riding. But if it were, then man, I really wouldn't want you to take it. You know what I mean?
We're gonna get it fixed. I've seen it. I'm pretty sure it can be fixed. It looks like it's a lot of cosmetic stuff. The handle, the brake handle, looks like it's one of the worser things, plus the mirrors.
Right.
But we're gonna get it fixed, and we're gonna take it easy in terms of, you know, whenever you're ready.
Right.
You know, you can get it. I know you want to get back to work.
Yeah, I do.
How's Darnell been about everything?
Yeah, he been great, man. He been cool about it, man. He told me just take my time, you know what I mean? And, you know, when I'm ready to come back to work, you know, I can. He just told me when I just talked to him, he said, man, you know, I know you want to come back to work. He said, well, man, you know, just take your time, man. When you're ready, just, you know, come on back.
Look, I don't want to make this super long. I'm going to wrap this up. But one thing that I want to do as we wrap it up, is there anything you want to say about any of this?
Man, I just, you know, for the people out there that be watching these videos and everything, man, that took a liking to my story or whatever, man, just root for me, man. You know what I mean? If you gotta pray for me, man. You know what I mean? That I recover. It wasn't my fault. You know, it was just a young girl in a rush. You know, 19 years old. She didn't have she 19, so obviously she didn't have a whole lot of experience driving. And she just tried to get around me on the bridge. I guess the moped was going too slow for her, and she just tried to get around me, not realizing how close she was to me. And she clipped me. I don't really have a whole lot to say, you know, but I do want, you know, everybody, you know, that's rooting for me, to keep rooting for me, man. You know, I appreciate it. You know, I love you. You know, that's all, man.
All right. We're leaving from Juman's right now. We also met a good friend of Juman's out there, a guy named Disco. Really solid guy. was very thankful for us trying to help Juman. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I feel bad about all of this. I know there were people who said, Joe, the moped idea, it's a horrible idea. People are gonna wreck them. People are gonna get hurt. And guess what? We had a situation like that happen. And guess what? There is legal action that is being taken in this process. Let's not beat around the bush about that. The most thankful part of all of this is that Juman is not as bad off as he could have been. The man could have been killed. He realizes that. The man still wants to ride the moped, but he's got to heal up. I know a lot of people are going to have a lot of things to say about this situation. They're going to say, Joe, I told you so, whatever, whatever. But what are you going to do? He was doing everything he was supposed to be doing. He was all the way over on the right of the road, the right side of the road, and somebody tried to pass him, and he got clipped in the process of that. With the fact that there was not an initial police report at the accident scene, I was telling him, you know, it's going to be basically his word against hers, but you know, he's got a witness. He's got a text message from her. I don't honestly know, you know, what happens after this. We're going to definitely keep you guys updated. Juman's going to be out of work for a while. I'm possibly thinking about doing some things to try to help him while he's out of work. It's so crazy to think this man just got a job. You know, when I left to go on vacation, everything was good. Corso, Juman, both going to work. Juman was on a moped. Corso potentially would be next. And then you get some news like this, and it's not any type of news that you ever want to receive. But if there's any kind of positive takeaway from this, it's the fact that this man, his injuries could have been a hell of a lot worse, if not loss of life from this situation.